The lighting is beautiful. Absolutely phenomenal. So let's actually let's talk about some news, I guess. Soph said the after 97, which is this one, or 101 in the Fast Pass, is released, there will be a break for the series for 1 week. Now, we don't know if the break will be for the regular, so we don't know if 98 will actually be published next week, or if that will also go on break to not increase the number of total Fast Pass chapters that we have. So if we don't have something next week, then I'll do some filler episode or some theory or something, because it's been a while since I've talked about a theory, or maybe a recap of one of the arcs. I'm not too sure, since I haven't had the chance to reread any of season 2, like thoroughly reread it, so I don't want to do an arc until I do that. So let's actually talk about the cut content first. It's very cute, actually. Some guard, he's just running around trying to find people, get this generator, and Kim and Will are inside buckets themselves. It's so funny. And Kim says, of course, I should go to the office every day wearing a bucket. No, you should not. Cute little interaction. I mean, like, I get why it was cut out, but it's also nice to see that, and that Soph actually put it in at the end of this chapter, because the chapter's tense, extremely tense. So let's get into the actual chapter. Again, this lighting is beautiful. I'm glad that the bolt of lightning truth struck last chapter, so we finally get this shift in the mood and the environment. Oh my goodness. And how the lies, that red light, that lie is clouding everything, because Kim can't even tell. She doesn't even know if it's Lauren or not. Even if she suspects it, she can't know for certain. Now, I know the power came back this chapter, but I hope it goes out again, because the mood for the red lighting is just so good. Anyways, we finally get the confrontation, and of course, Will is the one that's actually taking charge for once. I assumed he would, since he's the one that has the real conviction to find out who Loon is for his father and for his reputation. So him taking the charge against Loon is really good. And obviously they're not going to say anything, but I guess my question is it because Kim told William that she thinks it's Lauren that he hesitated? Because he probably could have shot them before they ran away. I wonder if that's why our storyline had Kim not really confessing, but sharing this truth and this theory with Will earlier on. And we get this little chase. I like the chase. I like that Loon is guiding the police. That's what Loon has been doing this entire time, right? Before, they've been guiding the police and omitting a lot of the information, but now it's really just down to the bare bones. Loon is trying to make sure that the police know that there's nitroglycerin here. That was the whole point of Kyrian actually using the police scanner for that call, which is cool. And also, like, it's pretty funny that Will just uses like one finger and like kind of like points at his neck, the guard's neck. And he also points the same way that the guard is pointing to the door in the background. I'm surprised that there aren't that many guards, only one. It's not like Lauren and Kyrian have taken down that many guards in their stay before Soleil arrived. So I'm surprised it's just one. I think it's just not really a convenience or a contrived thing, but too many stopping points before getting to the nitroglycerin will elongate the plot, and we still don't know how long we'll be in this factory, in this little arc. So better to not prolong it even longer than it needs to be. And I really like the this panel progression for the blinking the light on, no light, and then the light back on. Even though, to be honest, for me, it looks like the light is still in the same floor as it was in the beginning of that page. So I think it's just like, not really Morse code, but just an indicator of, hey, this is where you need to go. It was a really nice shot, especially since they're looking down anyways. And although the elevator vertical panel was much nicer, I still like that we got a vertical shot of the entire staircase, just so we can have that continuity going. And I wonder if the note actually had the writing that said it's nitroglycerin, because how would they know it's nitroglycerin? I think that would be the only way. That's the whole point of that note, because you can't directly decipher. The main reason that Kyrian and Lauren kind of knew was because they were at the Camellia when it was announced that the shipments would be coming in. So they have the context clues for it, but Will and Kim don't really have that. So I believe that's the point of that white sheet. And then we get the little bit of, not really foreshadowing, but like setup for the second half of this episode where the weather has calmed down. So what happens if the weather's calmed down? Calms get back, but calms get back for the police, calms get back for the factory workers, and normalcy returns to this factory to some extent. And normalcy means it's not dark and these guards are going to be moving around, so we finally get to see that. And we get a reference to the bomb squad. And the bomb squad is something that we haven't seen since the prologue. Obviously, it's required in this setting, but... And then the lights come back on. I'm surprised that since the lights came back on, Kim didn't take a quick look at Lauren to see her eyes. But, I mean, again, who else has red hair in the story? We've literally never met another red-haired person in our story. Like, I don't... like, it is kind of obvious, but it isn't. And I love how the alarm, obviously it's going to be red, but the fact that it's red, especially with the context of our story, is really nice touch. And that means the red lights are back, which is all I ask for. I hope we continue to have this red light and obscurity for these scenes and for these shots as we proceed through the rest of the factory arc, because normalcy came back for just a brief moment, but now we're back into panic mode. And it looks like they're moving together. Are they actually going to work together? It's impressive. I hope they don't. I really don't think it's too early for them to work together like this, so who knows. Well, that's all for the chapter. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you potentially next week. Peace.